Welcome to another Chicago Chronicles. Today is actually Sunday. I'm walking with Chris to go to work. You're working at the lake today.
Yep, easy day.
Yeah, the lake is a lot more chill location for sure than the river, and it's a little closer to home. So not that the river's far. It's not far, but the lake is closer. So we decided to take Gertie out on a nice long little walk for her. Hopefully get some energy out, which is always a good thing for her to do, so she's not too wired in the evenings, and walked Chris to work. All right, we just left Chris at Urban Kayaks. It's right behind me. Actually, it's right here. There you go. At the lake. It is located right here at the Columbia Yacht Club, which is this giant ship that's behind me here. So just dropped him off. I'm gonna walk down a little ways, give Gertie some exercise before we head back home. It's really nice out today. The sun's kind of peeking out now, but it's mostly overcast and like there's a nice cool breeze. So it's a pretty good day to be out here walking. It's not overly hot like it has been lately. So I think I'm gonna enjoy it while I have it. Good morning. Heading into work this morning. It's actually a really nice day. I think it's gonna get pretty hot later, but it's not too bad. I wanted to give a knee update. So if you watched our vlog last week, you know that I injured my knee while we were paddleboarding. So I am fairly confident that I have done some damage to my MCL. I think it's really minor. I haven't had any instability, and I'm able to mostly walk just fine. Last week was like, I like progressed really quickly, started to get better kind of what I thought was kind of fast, so I was like, oh yes, probably gonna be able to run by the end of the week. So I went out and ran on Friday, which was a week and one day after the incident causing the injury, and turns out that was a bad idea. So I took a major downturn and was in a lot of pain on Saturday, and then really honestly Sunday and Monday weren't super great. So I think I definitely exacerbated the injury and made it worse by just going out and running. I have since done some research and learned that an MCL, even like a small, even like a grade 1 level injury, like a real minor one, takes about 1 to 3 weeks of healing time. And then if you want to start running again, you should really do like a couch to 5K, basically. Start small, work your way up. Sorry, there was a loud truck. So I was saying you should start small and then work your way up. So it's a real bummer because I feel like I've just taken a major step back with running, and I've been really discouraged about it, that I've had to take this break. But I mean the most important thing is that my knee heals, and that it heals, well, because I need it to be strong, and I want to be able to continue running for many years. And if I, try to head out too quickly now and do more damage, then I'm just costing myself more time later. So trying to remind myself to be patient and make good choices. But it's been really hard and really discouraging. But I am walking good, and I'm definitely having less and less pain now. Now it's Tuesday. I have a lot less pain today than I did yesterday. So I do feel like I'm kind of back on another upward trajectory. I just need to stay away from running until I'm really confident that it's okay to get started. And honestly, when I do, I'm going to take the recommendations I found online and do a couch to 5K to get myself back up to speed. I do have a 10K race that I'm signed up for in, I think, September. So I'll probably do kind of like a ramped up version of a couch to 5K, but I'll definitely take it slow, especially in the beginning, really ramping up my time running so that I'm gentle on my knees and fully healed. I'm on my way home from work now. So I'm excited because tonight for dinner we're making grown-up grilled cheese, which I think sounds really delicious. I'm super looking forward to it. Oh, quick fun fact, this building here behind me, maybe kind of hard to tell, the scenes outside of Duncan's toy chest in Home Alone Lost in New York were filmed right there. Anyway, so tonight we're making grown-up grilled cheese. So it's got bacon, apples, caramelized onions. I bought some fancy gluten-free bread, so I'm super excited about it. I think Chris said he wanted grilled cheese for dinner one night this week, and I was like, oh, really? Just grilled cheese? Just plain grilled cheese? He's like, yeah. I was like, what if we dress it up and we do fancy grilled cheese, gourmet grilled cheese? So anyway, that's what we're doing for dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to it. And I got roti for lunch today, which is one of my favorites. So it's a delicious food day. But I did want to mention one really cool thing. Sometimes I get some perks as I work in the pet care industry. which is really cool. So sometimes we get pet perks, and today I got a whole year's supply of heart rate medicine for Gertie. And I was pretty excited about that. Like, that's a nice little perk. Love getting that. I'm home now and I got my stuff for my grown-up grilled cheese. So this is the fancy bread I got. So I do like this brand of gluten-free bread, Char. They actually do a really good job with their gluten-free stuff. But I thought this bread looks super fancy and nice for grown-up grilled cheese, and it's perfect because there's like enough for each of us to have a sandwich. We have our apples here. We cut up a lot, so we're munching on them already. And then some caramelized onions. This is bacon left from dinner last night because we did breakfast for dinner. And then I forgot to buy fancy cheese. That's what I'm probably missing is fancy cheese, but we have this from Costco. So we'll kind of do a mix probably of the sharp cheddar and the Colby Jack, as I imagine what we'll do. I'm super excited. Is complete. Looks super yummy. We've got like some potato chips here and then some celery and bell peppers, some pimento cheese to dip those in. Gonna be a delicious meal. Heading into work this morning, I had a dentist appointment. I usually do my dentist appointments in the afternoons, but I was having a really hard time. I kept having to move it and cancel it because I would have like a meeting, or I'd be like, oh, I can't make it today. So I thought I'm gonna try it in the morning and see how that goes. And it actually worked pretty well. So leaving the dentist now. I'll put in a little bit of B-roll of my view from the dentist chair. I do love our dentist because some of the windows have really nice views. So I was able to look out over the lake while I had my teeth cleaned this morning, so it was lovely. And heading into work, but I didn't bring coffee from home today because I didn't want to have to like deal with that, and then it's gonna sit there all through the dentist appointment. You know, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to drink it obviously until afterward. So stopping at coffee on my way into work. Fortunately, there's a Goddess and the Baker on my way into work, so easy stop.
Oh, I forgot the GoPro. But it is Thursday morning. I'm on my way to work. Had 2 days off. It was super nice. The weather is super crazy. It's like not warm at all. It's like I wish it was like this all the time, but just walking my normal route past the Art Institute. Doing a maintenance shift today. I kind of got a promotion. I am now officially the senior manager at work. So I've got a lot more responsibilities. Stuff that I was already doing, but now it's official. So it's like I feel more rejuvenated and encouraged to do all of these things instead of just begrudgingly. But yeah, looks like it's gonna be a nice day. The super weather, slow maybe, but we'll see. Leaving work. I'm tired. I just did organizing and just went through like our storage area, just cleaned it up because it was a mess and it just needed to be done, but it was like super dirty, so I'm like really gross. My legs were covered in dirt and just like moving stuff around. But yeah, just going home. We were gonna get hot walks, but I think I'd rather just have frozen pizza. Beautiful Saturday morning, y'all. It's not too hot, it's not too sunny. I don't think it's gonna rain. You never know here in Chicago. It's getting to the point of the season where my body starts to get tired. I'm like tired of walking. Just shows that I'm like out of shape. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of like extra tasks the last couple of days, and I think that I've just been doing probably too much my body can handle. I didn't sleep very well last night, so that's probably why I feel like this today. But other than that, I'm excited. Gonna have a mid-season barbecue in a couple of weeks, maybe like next week, I think. Soon all of the college kids are going to leave, so they're going to be going back to school. We don't have as many this year as that we normally do, I feel like, but we'll have some people leave, tour guides too, so that's why we've been really adamant on like kind of fast tracking people's tour guides training so they can become tour guides, people that are not going to leave in a couple of weeks. So we also have some teachers on staff that will be leaving, and just be a small crew for the end of the season. But it's one of my favorite times. Not because everyone's leaving, but because it's just like, I don't know, get to hang out with the other managers and stuff a lot more. So when Whitney and I used to come to Chicago all of the time, one of the places that we used to eat almost every single time was Wildberry. It's a, breakfast place here on Randolph. When Whitney's parents lived, you can't see it, sorry. Whitney's parents lived back there somewhere, right on the corner of Michigan and Randolph. So this was a super close place. But we haven't gone there in forever. It's pretty good food, but it's just become too popular. Like, look at this crowd. They're just all waiting into getting a table. Even with reservations, it's like that. It's not for me. I forgot to mention that it's in the Prudential building. Forgot that I was a tour guide there for a second. So actually now looking at the radar, it might actually rain. It might actually rain a lot. So that's the first thing I gotta do when I get in is check the radar and kind of just assess the schedule. So
good almost afternoon, or maybe it is afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon. It's a really rainy kind of Saturday. I know you probably haven't seen me much in this vlog this week. I've basically been kind of keeping it low key, trying to focus on getting my knee better. I am making progress. I'm feeling a lot better, but I think running last Friday caused me to take like a massive downturn. So I have just been like climbing back up that hill this week. And it's been, to be perfectly honest, like very discouraging. I do feel better, and I'm trying to like kind of stay positive and focus on like every day I feel a little bit better than the day before, and that's good, but it's like taking a really long time, I feel like, and so I've been kind of impatient with it and just frustrated. So it's just been kind of like healing at home, trying not to get out a lot, trying not to walk too much. The good news is I am able to do all my other workouts. Like I can do the spinning bike, and I can do the elliptical, and like my band exercises and strength training exercises. So I mean, it's not like I'm not able to work out at all, but I'm doing things that are very low impact on my knees, just really missing running. So it's been frustrating, but because I'm kind of stuck at home and not going anywhere, I'm doing a sewing project, which I have not done in ages. So I've got all my stuff here. Went to the storage cage and got kind of my bins of what I have left of my sewing stuff, which isn't a lot. And I do have my sewing machine left. I was watching some YouTube here, so I'm probably going to put on like a movie or something. But anyway, I used to sew professionally, so I don't know how much I've talked about this really on our channel, but I used to sew professionally and did alterations, did that for a number of years, and used to have like a full sewing room with the whole kind of shebang, and had my industrial machine and also my home machine like I have here, and my serger and cover stitch machine, like all the things, and it was awesome. But I kind of got to where once I was doing it for my job, I kind of like, it's sort of, sometimes when like a hobby becomes a job, it like is less interesting, or you kind of like start to lose interest in it or get, I don't know, burn out. And so I took a long break from sewing. And then as we kind of downsized and moved from like a single family home life to condo life, it just made sense to kind of get rid of most of my sewing stuff. So I've kept very little. So everything that I now have left of sewing is in this room with me right now. So it's not a lot of stuff. But my sister had dropped off or left a bag of stuff here with us that, so when I very first started sewing, when I was back in college in my undergrad,
I made these pillows for her for a little, like, it's a doll bed. So it's like a doll bunk bed that my dad made for my sister when she was a little girl. And Tracy has given it to her daughter, Jane. But these are the old pillows that I made for that, like, I mean, God, probably nearly 20 years ago now. It's been a long time. So what she would like to do is recover them. So I'm going to make them like a little sham style. I think that will be cute. So I'm going to make like a little sham style pillow cover for them. So we can just kind of pop these inside. So that is what I'm going to work on today. One of the most important parts of sewing is pressing. So a lot of people don't want to skip that step, but it's a very important step. So I have just pieced together, like this is gonna be the front of the pillow here. I did use a little bit of like kind of batting for just to give it a little bit of, I don't know, make it a little softer. And also this fabric might be a little bit sheer, and I didn't want the kind of toile fabric to show through. So that'll help kind of cover that up a little bit. So these are the fronts here. I'm just gonna press those, and then since I'm going to make these like a sham, there will actually be two like halves that fold over one another, and then the pillow kind of slip inside. So these I'm going to press before I add the batting to the back of those, because they're just kind of a little wrinkly from the fabric and how it had been folded together. Okay, so now I'm working on the ruffle, because since it's going to be a sham, I'm going to make a little ruffle. So I'm just going to press the fold into the ruffle, and then we'll stitch it to gather it. I think this is probably going to be large enough. I don't need it to be like super gathered. So this should be long enough to go all the way around the pillow. If not, we'll have to double up, and I'll make another piece. Done with the pillows, so I got them, that one there and this one here. So 2 pillows for Tracy for the dollhouse. So they're shams, so basically they'll just like, they have the little fold over in the back, so the little toile pillows in there. So make it easy if she ever wants to do the toile pillows again. That way they're not just totally covered, they're just kind of little inserts inside, new little shams. Okay, so since I have my sewing machine out, I decided I was going to do another project. So this is a dress shirt that I started to make for Chris probably 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a long time. All I've done so far is put the front and the back sections together, and I've put the pocket on. That's it. It's literally all I've done. Everything is like cut and ready. I've got like the sleeve stuff cut, I've got like the collar cut and I do have the interface on it. So I've done some work, but very, very little. So basically it's like a little tank top right now. But I love this fabric. It is like little bugs all over it, and it's so cute. And so I thought it would make such a fun little dress shirt. So I normally, when I do dress shirts for him, I make him short sleeve dress shirts, because that's like what he likes to wear probably the most. But for this one, because it seemed dressier. I know it's weird to say bugs are dressy, but to me it seemed dressier. And the fabric itself is definitely dressy. You probably can't tell that on the camera. But because these are a little dressier, I thought this one would be nicer as a long-sleeved dress shirt. So I'm going to work on that, since it's probably about time to pick this project back up, since it's been a long time. casualty. I dropped my bobbin box and bobbins went everywhere, so quick pause, clean that up. Okay, well, that wasn't too terrible. There was one that had gone like all the way back at the very end of the like couch, so I had to move the couch, but it wasn't too terrible to clean up. So part of my downsizing of all of my sewing stuff was getting rid of like all my extra machines, so like my serger, my cover stitch machine, those kinds of things. So because I don't have a serger, most of the seams on a dress shirt are like flat felled, so it's not a big deal. You don't need a serger, but the armhole seam is not flat felled. So in order for me to like do it well without having a serger, I'm French seaming it. So when you French seam, you sew the wrong sides together first and then flip it around and do the right sides together. So that is what I'm wrapping up here on sleeve number 1, and then we'll put sleeve number 2 together, and then we'll piece the sides together. So it's kind of weird how you put a shirt together, just a little bit about the order, and it's just so that the seams are in the right places to kind of close up the areas you want to close up so they're not showing. So I'll show you what the French seam looks like. So the French seam, it tucks in, so when you sew the wrong sides together first, that's the first seam right here. And then you fold it inside out and sew the right sides together so that you get your nice seam here, but the inside looks nice and doesn't have like a raw edge. So it's called a French seam, and I figured that's what I would do on the sleeves since I don't have a serger anymore. So I think on all of his short sleeve shirts I used my serger for the armhole, but that's was not going to be a possibility today. So I had to improvise and do something a little bit different. But coming along. So one more sleeve to attach, then we'll do the sides together and then finish up the sleeves and do the hem. So I may finish it today, I may not. It's about, no, it's 4:15, never mind. It's later than I was thinking. So I probably won't finish it today, but hopefully get it finished tomorrow. So I'll probably just leave my sewing stuff out and wrap it up tomorrow. Chris is home. I came to a stopping point. I did not get the shirt finished, so I'll probably work on it tomorrow. Hopefully get it done tomorrow. I think I will be able to. But we are popping down to Hot Walks to pick up our food that we ordered, and then we're going to go over to my parents for a little bit for this evening. Good morning. I am on my way to get my hair done, so I just pulled it up into like a ponytail when I took my shower this morning. So because I figured too, I'm gonna get it washed anyway when I get there, so there's no reason to wash it this morning. So it's a bit of a mess. So woke up and my knee was in a lot of pain this morning, so I took the bus over here to Lakeshore East, and so I can like minimize my walking. And I'll probably take the bus back home too. Just trying to kind of like not overwalk unnecessarily. So I decided to take the bus. It's also a little faster, which is nice because I would really like to get that sewing project done this afternoon. So the bus saves me a little bit of time because it's about a 25-ish minute walk, and it's only about a 10-minute bus ride. So, oh, hello, weird hair. Here we are. All right, haircut done. Just did a little bit of a trim. I had to like talk myself out of chopping it all off because this is the time of year when I just want to cut it really short because it gets like hot and I hate it on my neck, and then I'm like, just cut it all off. But I'm trying to grow it out a little bit. Usually, and what I've kind of always done in the past is like cut my hair short because I do like it shorter, like kind of like chin length. And then I like let it grow and grow and grow and grow, and then like cut it off and like donate it. And I've done that lots of different times. But lately I've been kind of keeping it shorter. So anyway, I decided to grow it out a wee bit. So I've been kind of working on that. So I'm not going to go back now until November. We're going to give it a really long time from here. So we just kind of added in a few more layers, trimmed it up, get it healthy, all those things. So haircut done. I'm heading back to the bus to head back home so I can work on my sewing project. But Stacy, my stylist, she just went on a trip recently to Africa, which looked incredible. And she was showing her pictures while I was like getting my hair cut. And it was so neat because she got to see all these different animals like wildebeests and zebras and lions and all kinds of things. And one of her pictures was like so many hippos. It was like all just like out in their natural wild. And I was like, man,
that is where I would die. Like I would just go and get in the water with the hippos and then they would kill me. And like, but I would be so happy. So it was so cool. I was like, what a neat experience. How cool for her. Well, I am back home for my haircut. Just sitting here watching some YouTube videos while I finish up Chris's shirt. So I'm working on that. I actually have plenty of time because I got out of, like, for some reason I thought my haircut was going to take a lot longer than it did. But it's only a little after 11. So I should have plenty of time today, hopefully, to get everything done, which will be great because I am going to go meet Chris for dinner tonight, like our Sunday night going to Taco Rio because he's off work around like 4:30 or so. So I will go be meeting him. But I think I'll actually have plenty of time to get this done. So fingers crossed I can get it done by the time I want to leave. Shirt is all put together. It's now got a collar. It has cuffs on the sleeves. It has the button placard down the front. So it is now all done, and the only thing remaining to do is to add all the buttons. Well, buttonholes and then buttons. So just about done, and it is only 1:10. Is that right? No, it's 2 o'clock. Can't tell time apparently. So it's 2 o'clock. So I still have a couple of hours. So I've got plenty of time to finish out the buttons today. And I'm super excited. So fun story. I started this shirt like 6 years ago, I think, as I said, or 4 or 5. It's been a lot of years. I think it was before COVID. It might have been right around that time. But anyway, I have no recollection of, I bet it's these buttons. Okay. I was gonna say, I have no recollection of what buttons I purchased for this shirt, but I think it's probably these because this is a set of like dress shirt buttons. So it's got like smaller ones for the collar, all that jazz. So it's like a whole set. And I bet, I have a few sets of them, but I doubt I was going to do white. I bet it's the black ones. I think that's the route I would go. I've also got some blue ones here. But I have my little jar O buttons, but most of these are singles, or like I have a ton of these. I don't know why I have so many of them. Anyway, I bet it's these. So easier to find than I thought. For my machine, I have like this little, doesn't want to close for some reason. This is my little buttonhole maker. So what you do, you kind of open this, wrong direction, and you put your button in here, and it kind of based on that measurement will make the right size buttonhole for the button. So you just take your little presser foot off and put the buttonhole one on here. There we go. And it will make the buttonhole that way. So I can choose lots of different, I think I've got a little key here. Oh, yeah, I have a little key here of all the different stitches I can do. And for buttonholes, I usually do, I think it's 53. Yeah, it's this one here, 53. That's generally what I do for buttonholes. I think it makes the nicest buttonhole. 51's also good, but I usually use 53. So all I do here is just put in, oh, oops, no, it's a different code. Oh, there we go. I just select this set and then I do 53, and it shows me up here on my little display screen that it is going to make that buttonhole. It's relatively simple. So I'll get this shirt set up and I'll show you how it works. All right, so I'm all set for my buttonhole.
I do babysit it a little bit, but you don't have to move anything. You just press the go button and it just goes. So you pull on this little lever with your foot once you have your button in here, and just hit start and it will go. And I just kind of watch it to make sure it's lining up nicely. I don't really tend to, I try not to push anything. Just kind of let it go. You just want to make sure it's even and it's not getting caught on anything, so that you're getting a nice even buttonhole. And then it will stop when it's done, and you just cut, and it's done. And there is your buttonhole. So I'll just have to use a seam ripper to open it up so the button can go in. On the last button, so I've got all of the buttons done, down the front here. So I'm on my very last one. I did also get the buttons done on the cuffs, so those are done. So, ready to call this one finished, and then I still have time because it's only 3:30. I do need to leave around 4, or slightly after would be fine. But I still have enough time that I can get the all my stuff put away, or at least like kind of get it like stacked up and ready to be put away, even if I don't take it all the way out to the storage cage, but kind of get things cleaned up. I wasn't able to run the robot vacuum because like today or yesterday because I was doing these projects, so the floor kind of needs to be done, so I'll run it tomorrow. But glad that not only did I get this finished, I will have time to clean up too. So I won't have to go to bed with it kind of being a mess, which is great. Or I feel guilty when I go out to have fun tonight and and really have just like a mess at home. I don't know why, but I like to, have it in order so I can enjoy myself. I guess I'm one of those like clean first, then have fun later people, rather than having fun and then cleaning later. So we're at Taco Rio now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably dirty and gross. But
You don't look dirty and gross. Do you feel dirty and gross?
yeah, I'm tired too. I work a lot today.
Yeah. Was it a good day? It's good.
The weather's nice.
I got your shirt done. I'm excited for you to see it. Are you gonna try Rio Burger, or are you going to?
I'm gonna do Rio Burger.
Okay. Taco Rio just opened a little, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's over there. It's like a little food truck kind of thing, like a walk up, and it's got like burgers and milkshakes. So now they have Taco Rio and Rio Burger. So now there are even more options than just tacos and margaritas. But I'm always satisfied with tacos and margaritas, so I'm perfectly happy to have that. Chris is over ordering his burger, but we did get margaritas. I got mine with tahini, and he got his with salt. I got the pastor tacos with no cilantro, but there is a little bit of cilantro hiding on my lime there. Can't get away from it. All right, so that is the Rio Burger.
Yeah.
That looks incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, let me know how it is. And convince them to get gluten-free buns. So good. Miguel is good.
It's very good.
He's a good chef.
Holy.
I want a piece of that bacon. I can't even. My mouth is watering. It looks so good. Like, look at this piece right here. Look at that. Yummy. Gertie's always so good while we sit here at Taco Rio. You being so good? What do you think of the bus? I took the bus here, and so it was Gertie's first time riding the bus. You just have to have him in a carrier, so I have like a little sling bag that I can put her in. And I think she enjoyed it. I think she kind of liked being in the bus better than she likes being out on the street where she can hear the sounds really loud. But waiting for the bus she did not like. But she did really enjoy being on the bus, and everyone on the bus loved her. So we decided to get some fries and then like a side of queso, which is basically plastic cheese. I'm so excited about this.
100% plastic cheese.
I'm so excited about this. Yum. Does it fit good?
It does seem to fit good.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I know, it's a lot of buttons. I sewed them all on. I'm well aware. It looks good. I like it.
It fits really well.
Yeah, fits you really nicely.
It's nice material too.
Yeah. It was not nice to the needle. I did not enjoy being sewed.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't very fun fabric. But it looks good. I love it. Yay! So good. Well, we are back home. Chris likes his shirt.
Yeah.
So that was another week of the Chicago Chronicles. Thank you so much for coming along.
And we'll see you in the next one.